about chords, all about chords. If you don't know the notes on the staff right now, which if you're a beginning student taking this course, you don't, and that's perfectly okay, there's a way to recognize chords. We're going to learn chords by the letter name, and there's a way to recognize what those chords are on the keyboard. So some chords have different shapes, and this is the way I always teach beginning students, by shape. So take a look at what we call the C chord. Now I'm playing middle C. The next note I'm playing is E. The next note I'm playing is G. And this is called a C chord. Well, look at the shape. It's just sort of flat. It doesn't go this way, it doesn't go this way, it doesn't go around. If you look at it, it's sort of a straight line. Basically a straight line. I call it flat. So the C chord is always that shape. If you play it up here, same thing, same shape. If you play it down here, same shape. If you play it with your other hand, left hand, same shape. You have a flat line or a flat shape to it. Now, the certain chords have this shape. They're mainly they're all one color. These are all white keys. So a C chord is all white keys. F chord is all white keys, and this is playing the keys F, A, and C. And I can play that F chord anywhere on the keyboard. It doesn't have to be here, but they're all one color. It's a flat shape. G, flat shape. G, B, D. And the other one is there's a chord, a major chord, that is still a flat shape, although it's a flat shape because they're all black notes. So this is a G flat and B flat and D flat. And if I try to get my fingers out of the way so you can see the keys. I don't want you playing like this, but this is just so you can see the keys there. So the G flat is a flat shape. The G is a flat shape. The F is a flat shape. And the C is a flat shape. Now we're going to learn a few more chords that are different shapes, and I want you to use this video as a reference so you can come back to it and review these shapes. If you take a look at what would be a D flat chord, this is right above middle C, and let's see if I can get my other fingers. I can't get my other fingers out of the way. So it's D flat, F, and A. So those are the three notes. Now look at that shape. It's sort of like a V shape if you take a look at it. So these are the chords. There's three of them that have a V shape because two of the outside notes are black, the middle note's white. So that's a D flat chord, and the one right above it, E flat, same shape. You have that V shape there. And then A flat, you have that V shape there. Now, as we use these chords in our songs, I'll be referring also back to these shapes. Now, there's an upside down V shape, so instead of going this way, it's going to go that way. And the first one I want to show you is D. So now the outside notes are white, the middle note, the inside note, is black. D, F sharp, and A. And so it's sort of you could call it a mountain maybe, but there's another one that I have as a mountain. So I call it an upside down V shape. Or sort of like a half of a pyramid or something. So D is like that. One above it, E, is like that. E, G sharp, B. And then the other one is A. So all three of those, D, E, and A, are an upside down V shape. Now, there are two chords, and they both start on either B or B flat. They have their own shape. They're rebels. They're different. So B, a B chord, and this is B as in boy. If I play the B, for example, the one right below middle C, D sharp, F sharp. So this is not a V shape. It's not an upside down V shape. It's certainly not a flat shape. I don't know. I'll call it going up a mountain. All right, so it's sort of a curve up. So you can think of it that way. White, black, black. You're sort of curving up, sloping up. It's an upslope. All right, and the next one is starting with B flat. And each one of these comes down a half step, which means it's going to be B flat, D, D natural, and F. Now look at the shape. The slope is going down. So it's sort of like going down to the valley. All right, going up to the mountain, the B chord, the B flat, going down to the valley. So as we learn these chords, we won't learn all the chords, and I don't expect you to remember every one of these chords and their shape right now. As we go through our songs, we're going to take 2 or 3 chords at a time. We're going to discuss the shape so you can remember them that way. So don't worry if this doesn't make a whole lot of sense as far as the chord shapes. It will later as we go through our songs and we start using 2 or 3 chords at a time. So this is about chord shape.